TKF at 50. What an amazing interview with Kings.
He passed on his intelligence to me.
Don't just give your children your money, give them your wisdom.
A lot of focus, so that's where I get some of my attributes from.
He's doing his birthday, but I'm doing a Thanksgiving.
Behind every successful man, there must be a great woman.
He's very, very smart, too smart.
Making impact is superior to making income. What an amazing moment.
Very strong-willed young man.
Appreciation is an application for more. Don't just be a taker, be thankful in nature. Wow, what an exclusive moment with you, with Kings. I tell you, today is one of my mentor's birthday, and I tell you I'm privileged to be here today. Guess who I have here today? Sorry, can we meet you, please?
Okay, my name is Shania. I'm Tope Fasua's first daughter.
Wow, do you know you're beautiful? I'm seeing an angel. Can you see?
My name is Tope Fasua. I'm the last daughter of Tope Fasua.
Can you hear that?
My name is Joshua Fasua.
Yeah, you are
I'm the son of Mr. Dr. Tope Fasua.
not just the son, the holy biological son.
Yeah.
Any other one.
And I'm the second born as well.
My name is Dorothy Fasua. I'm the wife of the celebrant.
Can you see? She's not looking big.
Okay, I'm Dr. Kayode Olushola Fasua. I'm the senior brother, immediate elder brother.
How glad is it to have this day in your memory? You see it coming?
I barely saw it coming because at first it was supposed to be something small, but now it's like
The surprise.
Yeah.
That's the power of impact.
Yeah.
That's cool. So how can you describe him?
he's very smart, almost too smart. Very hardworking as well. Well, he's a very kind man. He's very, very smart, too smart. He's brave, he's kind, he's loving. He's almost everything you would actually want.
I'm really excited, you know. It's not a lot of people don't make it to 50, you know. So I'm very happy that God has allowed him to get to the age of 50, the golden jubilee. So very excited.
So how can you describe TKF?
You know, he's a very hardworking man. You know, he's a good dad and he really cares about all of us. That's why he's been able to provide all this for us. You know, countless hours working. It's not easy at all. So I'm very happy.
So what is that school of thought you learned from his art?
You know, just to stay committed to your work. You know, he's really about his work. He's all about his work. So he likes a lot of focus. So that's where I get some of my attributes from.
In fact, it's a blessing. It's a blessing indeed. I can't express myself. He's doing his birthday, but I'm doing a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true. You see this coming. You see it coming.
We've been anticipating this day.
That's cool.
Came all the way from Jos for this birthday.
Wow.
I'm happy that he's able to see 50 years of God's favor, of God's grace, of God's wisdom, of God's help, of God's protection, of great success that God has given him this last 50 years.
What is that thing you've learned from his heart?
Well, I've learned that you should always be kind to people.
And I tell you, let me tell you this, if kindness is to be human being, I think TKF should be one of them. I'm not making matter of this.
He passed on his intelligence to me.
Wow. And I think that's the greatest gift so far.
Yes.
I tell you, don't just give your children your net worth, give them that mindset, how you made that money. That's a very powerful word. So what's your birthday wishes to him?
I just hope that, you know, that God will allow him to continue to be happy and have good health, because health is wealth, you know. So I hope that God continues to give him long life, very good health, and just happiness in general.
Wow, thank you very much. It's a nice moment with you.
So I wish him a very happy and joyful birthday.
Amen.
And I wish him long life, prosperity, and good health. I wish him long life, good
Amen.
health,
Amen.
prosperity, happiness for the rest of his life.
Thank you very much. What is that one thing you want to say about him?
He's a giver. He's a giver. He gives. He gives even when he cannot afford to give, he gives. So, you know, someone who gives of his time, of his self, he's just totally selfless. Most times I wonder how he does it, you know, because if you keep giving and it just feels like, you know, people don't appreciate what all the time and effort you're putting into things, you tend to get tired. Not him. He keeps on giving.
Can you hear that word? That's a very strong word. And I tell you, he has affected a lot of people's lives. That's why I tell people making him part is superior to making income.
Yes.
I tell you, that's why we are here today. So what is that one thing in this new age? What do you wish him in this new age?
I wish him God's favor. I wish him success in all his endeavors. I pray that the next 50 years will be better than this past
Amen.
50 years.
Yeah.
I wish him good health. I wish him long life. And I'm looking forward to growing old with him.
Oh, amen, amen. And man, there's one question I want to ask, because I know it's not easy in giving. How do you feel? Because sometimes when you are giving, it also affects the home. It affects a lot of things. So how do you cope with that?
For instance, like when he decided to run for presidency, I was like, how will we do it? And he says, Nigeria is worth it. You know? So, and he gave his all and we started again. And these are some sacrifices that he makes. For instance, when he wanted to start on his own, he was at the prime of his banking career. And he decided, I'm done. I'm starting on my own.
I learned a lot of things from him.
So
from his dictionary, nothing is impossible.
Yes,
Everything is possible.
Yes.
So I'm so happy for you today, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, sir, how can you describe TK?
Okay, I describe TK as a very, very strong-willed young man. He's very, very strong-willed. He has a lot of boldness, a lot of courage that some of us don't have. He's someone that I will say that God has been with from the beginning. That's the truth. A lot of things that have happened in his life this last 50 years, I personally know that they've actually been the hand of God. I remember when we were growing up, he's someone who has been quote and unquote lucky in things. He's always had the privilege of leading in a lot of things. And I ascribe that just to the help of God upon his life. And he is someone who is committed, is focused, is dogged, is dedicated to assignment, to what he believes in. And no wonder he was able to make a foray into politics in the last 3, 4, 5 years, floating a political party, being about, when it comes to ideas amongst all the presidential candidates, everybody attested to the fact that none has this kind of idea.
That's a revolution of ideas.
Exactly. and he's been able to engage government on its own. It's just been good for him.
Wow.
Of course, challenges have been there anyway. You when you see a man, behind every success of a man, there is a story behind it.
Yes.
I'm sure there are many scars that we didn't
Behind
know.
every glory, there must be a story.
A story. So he knows his own story. And of course, he won't tell us, and he won't tell you all his own story anyway. But of course, the story is there. But ultimately, God has been kind.
Wow, thank God for that. Your wishes to him and to the family at large.
Yeah, I wish him a long life, a longer life. Like I said earlier, when he will be 60, by the grace of God, we're going to be around him.
Amen.
70, 80, 90. If he wants to be more than that, we'll be there by the grace of God.
Amen.
We wish him this long life in good health, in God's blessings,
Amen.
God's comfort.
Amen.
I wish him more of God's wisdom.
Amen.
More of God's wisdom in what he is doing, so that God will continue to guide him aright. And I also pray that God will continue to protect him and preserve him and his entire household.
Thank
And
you
like I
very
said earlier, at his old age, his wife and children will be around him.
Thank you very
In
much.
Jesus'
I really
name.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks
sir.
a lot.
Thank you, sir.
All right.